Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Nayla Elviyatun Najah from Bina University, and I'm truly honored to be here in this special competition. First, I'd like to say thank you so much to all the committee of EERIE 2025 and everyone for having me through this special occasion. Okay, before we dive into our main topic today, let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever felt unsure about your life? Maybe about which major to choose, or maybe about which job to apply for, or even about decision in your daily life. Not gonna lie that almost all of us are struggling with that problem, right? And that feeling called uncertainty. So, what is actually uncertainty? It is always something to fear, but some people say that uncertainty also can be the magical key to growth. Wow, that's interesting. So, from that statement, let's dive into something that matters to all of us. What is that? That is turning uncertainty into opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, life is full of uncertainty, isn't it? Sometimes we feel safe, but on the very next moment it will change. Do you remember the pandemic era? None of us saw it coming. Overnight, school closed, office shut down, and suddenly the world felt upside down. It was scary, confusing, and unpredictable at the same time. But here's also the surprise. Why? Because from that chaotic moment, new opportunities appeared. Online class became normal, new business finally started, and people suddenly found new talents they never knew they had before. Wow, it's amazing. So let me ask you once more. From that case, did uncertainty still scare us? Because I think it's also opened the door that we never imagined before. Uncertainty simply means we don't know what comes next. And usually our first reaction is about to fear. Fear of mistake, fear of wasting time, and fear of failure. So, what if uncertainty is not something to fear, but is something to welcome? Because if we always know the ending of each story, wouldn't life be boring? There will be nothing surprise, there will be nothing adventures, and nothing real growth. And that's why uncertainty is not a wall, but it's a door. And we have to believe that behind that door, so many beautiful things are waiting for us. Ladies and gentlemen, every time we step into the unknown and we have to survive it and then talk to ourselves, hey, I'm stronger than I thought. So the next time we feel uncertain, don't ask, what if I fail? Instead ask, what if I success? So let me ask you once more. How do we actually turn uncertainty into opportunity? Let me make it simple as a 5-step. First, embrace it. If we embrace it, and then our life is light and act to be prepared, because it's already part of our life. Second, always be curious. Try new things, learn something new, and meet new people. Because small thing leads to a great opportunity. Third, keep learning. All the skills we learn today are precious for tomorrow. Fourth, just focus on what we can control. And last but not least, don't fear with mistake. Because according to American Psychology Association research, Kate and Fierce 2005, people who learn from their mistake during training become stronger and perform better skill transfer. Because every mistake is not failure, but it's a lesson. Ladies and gentlemen, so let me ask you once more. It's actually once more. What uncertainty are you facing for at this moment? Maybe about your job, maybe about your dream, or maybe about yourself. And then imagine if you stopped running away from the uncertainty, and imagine if you stepped into it with courage. What might opportunities are you waiting for? Uncertainty is not something to stop. It's not the end of the roads, but it's the beginning of new path. Uncertainty is not the sign that we have to stop, but it's a sign that we have to move forward. And remember that embracing uncertainty often leads to a great opportunity, innovation, and creativity. And sometimes it can create breakthroughs we never imagined is possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next time we feel uncertain, the next time we feel unsure about our life, just walk away through that line. Take that risk. Do it scared, do it tired, and do it anxious. And remember that behind that uncertainty, you will find new opportunities and perhaps the best version of your life. Thank you so much. I apologize if there were so many mistakes in my words. Thank you again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.